Alamosa News. So from before, I had two articles from 1989, and there was a Sheriff Espinoza that was sitting there going on saying he didn't know anything about anything. He just was real pissed off about how the raid was conducted. He wasn't notified or anything. And apparently there's an Espinoza who was the Undersheriff, the former Undersheriff. So the sheriff was Espinoza, the Undersheriff was Espinoza. I think there's a connection. So this is the Valley Courier, Monday, July 12, 2021. Well, that's the website. So alamosanews.com. alamosanews.com, former Undersheriff guilty. This is by Sylvia Lobato. Sylvia Lobato wrote this December 9th, 2017, San Luis. It took a 12-person district court jury an estimated 12 hours to find former Costilla County Undersheriff Andrew Espinoza, 41, guilty of 10 felonies. This happened in 1989. 1989, and then the trial took place 2017. Is this the same thing? Oh, no. He was still doing this shit. Okay, so Andrew Espinoza, 41, guilty of 10 felonies and not guilty of 2 misdemeanors in connection with the 4-day trial and wildlife charges. So crazy, yeah, it was just about the raid and just about this and that. No, it's because you guys are poaching a bunch of innocent fucking animals and you can't stop yourselves. Why don't you open a pizza shop? Why don't you get a goddamn job? Jesus Christ. If all this goddamn poaching criminality wasn't going on, then perhaps, Costilla County could have got their shit together. People need jobs, people need houses, people either need a job or a business, and you got to, play fair. But apparently, some motherfuckers think that they get to go around, committing major crimes. These are major poaching operations. So they returned their verdict Friday afternoon. The 4 men and 8 women found Espinoza guilty of felony, illegal sale, purchase of wildlife, big game, or illegal or endangered species. He was found not guilty of criminal attempt to tamper with physical evidence and first-degree official misconduct. So the jury said he's guilty of 10 felonies, but the 2 misdemeanors, get on out of here. We're not going to do nothing with the misdemeanors. That's official misconduct. No, that's tamper with physical. No, that's when the 12th Judicial District Judge Martin Gonzalez polled the jury. Each person said that he and she had had supported the felony convictions. He ordered the pre-sentencing investigation and slated Espinoza for sentencing at 11 a.m. January 26th before Chief District Judge Patty Swift. Gonzalez granted a motion to continue Espinoza's bond until sentencing and then said as a convicted felon, Espinoza would not have a right to possess firearms. He was given 10 days to relinquish them. Espinoza was a Costilla County Undersheriff when he allegedly committed offenses while working as a hunting guide and outfitter. He was arrested and charged December 2016. Part of the complaint is that he helped his clients hunt on land where they were not permitted. Colorado Parks and Wildlife takes hunting violations and crimes against wildlife very seriously, said Joe Lewandowski, a spokesman for Colorado Parks and Wildlife, which investigated the case. Wildlife officers vigorously and thoroughly pursue these cases, as is indicated by this investigation. CPW investigators began looking into Espinoza in 2014 after stopping a vehicle near La Junta that was carrying several hunters from West Virginia. The warrant says in their truck, authorities found 4 sets of mule deer antlers and several bags of meat, but discovered proper regulations had not been followed. According to the warrant, the hunters told officers they had been hunting in San Luis with a man named Andy Espinoza of A&A Outfitters, who was also the Undersheriff of Costilla County. So I guess he was the Undersheriff just recently. So maybe, I don't know. He's got the same last name as the, sheriff in 1989 that was participating in this. But perhaps it could be, I felt like there was a connection, but I'm like, oh, maybe not. Maybe there isn't. I don't know. I don't know for sure. It's only speculation that there might be a relationship. After an extended period of follow-up work, Colorado wildlife officials then began working with the Indiana Department of Natural Resources detectives in May 2016 on an undercover operation targeting Espinoza. The warrant shows an Indiana detective contacted Espinoza, who allegedly said he charged $4,500 This isn't just, you know, a poor fucking Costilla County trying to make $100 fucking dollars. Jesus Christ. This motherfucker's charging rich motherfuckers so they can come and, you know, hunt and act like they're fucking big tough fucking guys killing a bunch of innocent fucking animals. Espinoza, he charged $4,500 per person for an all-inclusive guided hunt, whether it's for deer or elk. Espinoza also told the undercover detective that he was the undersheriff of Costilla County. Espinoza told the detective that there are plenty of deer for them to hunt, but a problem would be getting a tag, the warrant says. Espinoza explained that the state does it by draw, and he would look some stuff up. When the undercover officers arrived in Colorado to meet Espinoza for the hunt in November, the warrant alleges Espinoza admitted that the deer license he had instructed them to buy was effectively invalid. The warrant claims Espinoza told them the game warden knew what vehicles Espinoza drove and that the game warden would leave them alone. So there you go. There's another article about the poaching operations. So this big, you know, 1989, they had like helicopters and the feds and the state and everybody came in and arrested like 50 to over 100 people. And, you know, you'd think that would like knock it out of the park after just striking, you know, striking the poaching fucking, the crimes of poaching that fucking hard. They, you know, struck the poaching criminal motherfuckers very hard. And then here you have 2014, so it makes me wonder, were they doing it the whole time? When did they pick their operations back up? And hell, I've been talking about the damn crimes around here. Nobody seems to give a shit. Well, yeah. Well, you know, if the goddamn fucking undersheriff and the sheriff is going around participating in major motherfucking crimes. In 1989, the sheriff said he got his house burnt down, and then he tried to break up a party at some place, and then he got harassed after that. So the sheriff stood up and did what was right, then got harassed, and then backed down. So the sheriff of Costilla County in Espinoza, Sheriff Espinoza, he got his house burnt down. His house. That doesn't warrant some investigations? That doesn't warrant a couple questions? Let's see here. Do we have any more articles about the poaching? Let's see here. Poaching. Let's see. Poaching. Oh, Reddit. Something about Reddit. Alright, we'll read this Reddit thing and then, you know, just call it a night. Costilla County Sheriff Officer now fired, convicted of 10 felonies for running $4,500 per person all-inclusive illegal guided hunting excursions. Who the fuck has $4,500 fucking dollars? Who the fuck has $4,500 fucking dollars to do shit like this? And they're acting like this is the Native American way of life? Yeah, right. Like you knew what the Taos natives had to go through. Like you knew what the fucking Apache and the Utes had to go through. Jesus Christ. The Native Americans gave all the respect in the world to an animal that they had to kill. If they had to kill it for their sustenance to survive. The nomads, the Utes, the Plains Native Americans, so the Utes and the Apaches and the Comanches, and then all the Pueblos, the Cuyamonga and the Piqueras and the, you know, San Lazaro and San Cristobal Pueblos and Taos Pueblos. That's where the people of Costilla County comes from. They're not this illegal fucking poaching sons of bitches. Now, you did have the Spanish conquistadors going around just doing a whole bunch of fucking crazy shit. But that's the, you know, that's the problem, is it's too much of this, you know, the killing the buffalo just to take their hide and then sell it to some piece of shit. Meanwhile, you left all the fucking meat just to rot out in the goddamn field. You just want to take the hides so you can make some money off the hides, but you didn't. So you just stole the hides and then left all that fucking meat there. So many people need to eat, and then they need to, you know, repopulate or what have you. So this poaching bullshit is what would have destroyed the Utes. There's no buffalo today. Where's the buffalo at? There's no buffalo today because of this, you know, So that's because there's no buffalo, there's no Utes, there's no Apaches, there's no Comanches, there's no Taos Puebloans, there's no... So that's 10 to 11,000 years of brown people history in Costilla County. Now, the Spanish got here at, what, you know, 1694? So they've been around here for a whole 300 years. So we're going to go with the 300-year culture and not the 10,000-year culture. If I'm a, you know, I identify with the oppressed, but God, if I had brown skin or, you know, brown blood, you're goddamn right, I would pick all the best things from the Native Americans and then just throw all the goddamn European bullshit out. That's what I would do. If you think about the ideal of the Native, they were basically communistic, they were socialistic, they were tribes. You had the elders, you had the women had power, so they respected women. They talked about the Great Spirit. They would pay homage to the animal that they just killed. They would use every single part of the animal. So they would kill the animal and eat it, not just take the hide. They would use the hide for, you know, blankets or whatever. But the motherfucker poachers, they're doing it for the goddamn Europeans and shit, depriving the local people of shit that they need. So there's a difference between fucking poaching and killing an animal to, you know, make sure you live. If you have to take an animal's life, be like a Native American, Costilla County. Be like the Native Americans. If you had to take, you know, a life, then, you know, make sure you use every bit of it. And, you know, don't sell the stuff. You're just doing it for goddamn motherfucking food, right? If you're just doing it for trophies and shit, that's sick. That's, you know, that's the only reason. No, you do it to survive. And if you want to put, you know, fucking antlers up because you were able to, but that's still, even then, that doesn't feel like you're appreciative. Can you use antlers? Can you turn antlers in? You can make it like into like a digging thing, right? Like turn a tool, make some kind of tool out of the antlers. So yeah, because this shit happened just, you know, again, it happened in 1989 and now it just happened in 2017, so 4 years ago. Was that for 3 decades, for 4 decades it kept fucking going? For 4 fucking decades it just kept going on and on and on? Jesus Christ, this isn't helping the poor people of Costilla County. You have the poor people of Costilla County got fucked over. If you're poor, you can't do one of these $4,500, you know, big game hunting adventures or what the fuck ever. If you're poor, you can't afford doing that. So you're going to sit there and try to tell me you're poaching just so, we've been here forever and this is our way of life. Motherfucker, you got to quit, you know, singing that song and dance. Sing that song and dance when it actually applies. Motherfuckers going around committing major fucking crimes and then, oh, the state and the feds overreached. No, they didn't. I wish they would have pulled more people out of the houses in their damn underwears and asked more questions, because apparently they didn't arrest enough people. They didn't have enough helicopters. They didn't have enough feds and state people here in '89, because it came back again. It came back again. This could be a nice wildlife refuge. This could be such a wonderful place for families to come visit. Build a little park out here. Build a little park and just watch the antelopes, you know, run and play. Where the deer and antelope play. Why fuck with the deer and antelope? If you're not hungry and you're not starving, let the deer and the antelope play. They ain't bothering you. And then having motherfuckers with high-powered rifles driving all over the place, spotlighting poor innocent little rabbits, and then shredding the shit out of them, riddling them with an AK-47, with some assault rifle, with some semi-automatic Tommy gun. That's what makes you feel safe? Having fucking criminal poachers drive around, spotlighting little... That don't make me feel safe. And I think in hindsight, the response by the state and the feds wasn't too much. It wasn't enough. And then he got convicted of 10 felonies, too. So, is he going to be locked up for life? I don't know. But there you go. There's some more criminal activity coming out of Costilla County.